Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Odin's movie blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. Hope you're doing well. And today we have some Sonic the Hedgehog news, which I know everyone is excited for. All joking aside, this is actually a film that I am actually interested in seeing for the sole purpose that the fact that the director was able to come out and say, hey, we messed up. This indeed does not look good. We hear all of your concerns. We hear all of your criticisms, and we're listening to them. And so we're actually going to delay the release of our film by several months so that way we can go back into post and fix the issues that the design of Sonic the Hedgehog seems to have. We're going to listen to the fans. We're going to listen to the critiques of it, and we're going to come back even better and stronger. That alone gained my respect. Whether or not the film is good or not, I think is going to be subject to opinion. I think is going to be determined on whether the film is geared more towards kids or more towards families. I'm more hoping that it's a family film, so that way everyone, no matter what age you are, can enjoy it, versus it being just a straight-out kids movie, which are usually the lowest common denominator type of films that I honestly am not really a big fan of. I'm really hoping that it has, more towards that other film, more towards the family-oriented film. But even if it's not, I can at the very least respect even the film already by the very fact that it's already gone through the process of having been released, or was supposed to have been released this year, and decided to postpone that. And actually, I would say is now coming out at a worse time of the year even. They pushed back the window so that it's coming back at, I would say, at even more difficult time for many films to come out, which is the month of February. At least it's not coming out in the month of doom, which is known as January, which only a couple of films have really been able to surpass. But February really isn't known for having the strongest movies either. Have there been strong movies that have come out? Absolutely. But it's usually not, it's that in-between phase of it's not a part of the holiday season, but it's also not a part of the summer box office season. So it's just stuck in this in-between, and it tries to find itself a little bit of an identity. So let's go ahead and dive into this, because now we have our first alleged images, right? So these are not official. These are not official leaks of the image, but it is indeed something that we should still look at, because we do know they are trying to fix the image. And so these images that we're getting now could very well be something akin to what we could expect down the line. So, following the release of the first trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog's live-action film starring Jim Carrey, fans expressed their distaste for the design of Sonic the Hedgehog. And distaste is probably an understatement, as a number of fans were telling director Jeff Fowler and Paramount Pictures to burn it with fire. Yeah, it was a pretty bad backlash for this film, especially for those that were, fans of Sonic the Hedgehog. We have here the original tweet from the director Jeff Fowler, who said, "Thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be. Hashtag Sonic movie. Hashtag gotta fix fast." And that is, of course, what delayed the film. This was back in May. It was supposed to have come out over the next month or so, and this is what pushed them back to February of 2020. So that comment alone, that tweet from the director alone, is the reason why I have any desire to see this film at this point, because I was not planning to see it before. It looked terrible. It looked like garbage. And even if they do fix the design for the sake of pure transparency, even if they get the design of the character spot on, I'm still likely I'm never going to be in that point where I'm going to want to see the film, because there just seem to be so many questions. For example, I think that Robotnik just does not look good. Jim Carrey is way too skinny of an actor, in my opinion, to be able to play the role that it should be played as it was in the, as it was presented in the cartoons. That's my opinion. Obviously, he could definitely knock the role out of the park and could surprise a lot of people. He's also kind of in his own personal life been crazy, but I can separate the art from the artist if indeed he's going to go ahead and really bring forth a great comedic performance, or what seems to be in this case an over-the-top comedic performance. And I know that he's the kind of person that could do this well. Sonic the Hedgehog creator Yuji Naka would even praise fans for getting the character redesigned. Due to the redesign, the film's release date would have to be pushed back. Fowler announced it would be delayed to February 14th, 2020, writing, "It take a little more time to make Sonic just right." And as I said before, that is freaking awesome that he actually listened to the fans. So now we have the alleged redesign of the character, and that it has now surfaced online. Now, this could easily be Photoshop. This could be a fake image, but I can say already that if this is the real image, it already looks leaps and bounds better. This looks a hell of a lot more like Sonic, and if this is the overall image they decide to go with, great. The big problem with this image, though, is the fact that in the background, you still have Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, and it just does not look like the character, right? Now, as I said, his performance could definitely outweigh everything that I might have a problem with physically with his character, and that could definitely be something to look forward to. However, at this point in time, I still remain skeptical. I still plan to see the film only because I want to support people like Jeff Fowler and show, look, if you actually step back, listen to the fans. Looking at you, Star Wars, looking at you, Lucasfilm, and Disney, right? If you were to actually step back and say, hey, a lot of fans are not happy about this, let's go ahead and redesign. Let's go ahead and rewrite. We're going to listen to you now, instead of saying, oh no, we're just going to write you off, pretend like you don't matter, and then when you do lead to our film losing money, then we'll just call you out as toxic and as a loud, small minority and as a contingency that has power but yet doesn't have any power, and being very inconsistent with calling people out. I think that it's people like this, like Jeff Fowler and others, that actually listen to the fan base, actually listen to the response of the general public, that deserve a lot more of our attention and our respect. And so here's a better look at the two images. So this is one right here. As you can see, a lot better of a design for the character. Looks a lot more like the classic Sonic character. Has definitely fixed the face, which was the big problem. And here's also another look at the character as well. So if this is indeed a legitimate leak, which it very well could be at this point. It has not been confirmed by Paramount, at least at the time of the recording of this video. It could very well be exactly what the fans have been asking for any actual hardcore Sonic fans that actually want to see, genuinely want to see this film because they want to see a Sonic film. I think that this is going to be something that many of them will be a lot happier about. However, as someone like me, who's not really a crazy Sonic fan, I do like Sonic. I used to play Sonic all the time. Sonic 2 on Sega Genesis, and also with the Knuckles expansion pack, were some of the greatest games of all time. They were so much fun to play. Knuckles, of course, was my all-time favorite because he could clip onto walls and fly, or rather glide, and it was a lot of fun, right? But still, I would much rather go see this film with a better designed character like this than in the original design itself. However, it's unclear if this is actually from Paramount and Fowler. Ryan from Tails channel reports the original user who posted the image indicated they got it from a friend at Paramount Studios. Ryan here, once I get more details, I will update this developing story in this tweet thread. The user who apparently obtained these images said they got it from a friend in Paramount Studios. The fans who replied to that comment were unconvinced. So as you can see here, there's still a lot of speculation. There's still a lot of thoughts. Fowler has not posted on Twitter since announcing the new release date for Sonic the Hedgehog. The film stars James Marsden as Tom Wachowski, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, and Ben Schwartz as the Sonic of Sonic the Hedgehog. What do you think of these alleged new design allegations? So what do you think? What say you? Are these legitimate designs? Again, until we get an official release from Sony, we know that these aren't the official designs at this point. However, this seems to me to be very similar to the original design of the film that got a lot of the backlash, with just enough changes to make it seem a lot more like Sonic and the traditional Sonic character. So I think that there might be some validity to it, but what say you? Do you think that these alleged images are what Sonic is going to look like at the very end? Do you care? Are you going to see this movie? Do you plan to see it? Were you planning to see it and then maybe something changed your mind? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts about this and all the things we talked about in the comment section below. If you like this video, smash the like button, give us a subscribe, it helps us a lot. Also, make sure you hit that bell notification because YouTube's system is broken. And YouTube does not notify people when I go live or when I have a new video out for the day. And so I just wanted to say, hey, if you could please hit the bell notification, and that way you can watch the videos and find them. That'd be awesome. I can only do so much on my end. I still post them on Twitter, on Gab, on Minds.com, on my Discord. I post the videos everywhere I possibly can. And I know the reason why I have to do it that way is because Disney, might as well be. YouTube does not notify people. So anyway, thank you so much for your patience and your time, and please click the bell notification. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And as always, God bless.